Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Katrina. Today, my topic is interactive effects of consumer accessories, cultural similarity, and linguistic attitude. The case study of print advertisement on editable and editable products. My contents include the introduction and the literature review and the methodology. The introduction have background of the study, motivation, and the purpose of the study, and the research questions. The background on 1992 and 2004 say that indicate that the use of visuals is becoming a popular method for standardized print advertisement in cross-national markets. The meta-analysis of print advertisements also confirmed that there are certain differences in the presentation style of service and the physical product. Motivation. I have to research about my topic. The consumer essentially generally plays an important role in determining the magnitude of risks to buy a foreign product. So we can know the consumer accessorism is an important factor to consumer purchase intention. And on 2008, said the consumer culture very well an important factor affect their attitude toward the models in advertisement. So according to the two motivation research, they are show the cultural similarity and the consumer accessories on purchase intention, but they have no research about the linguistic attitude on the research. So the linguistic attitude is why I want to choose the topic and study this paper. The linguistic attitude will be the first research on purchase intention. So my purpose of the study is to investigate the interaction of advertising communication effect by using linguistic attitude, cultural similarity, and consumer accessories on print advertisements. I will show you three print advertisements, and the product are the same but with the different language. We use the simplified Chinese and the traditional Chinese and the English. The purpose of the study focus on the linguistic attitude. And then I will ask you some questions about the purchase intention and the attitude toward the advertisement, product, and the brand, and your consumer accessories. My research question have three. Is there any relationship between linguistic attitude and the advertising communication effect? Any relationship between the culture similar and the advertising communication effect? And any relationship between consumer accessorism and advertising communication effect? My literature review have the consumer accessorism, cultural similarity, and the advertising communication effect. First, I want to apologize about my literature review didn't have the linguistic attitude because the research is not complete. So I didn't show you on my proposal. My consumer accessorism defined in terms of in-group and out-group orientation. In 1987, essentially focused on the responsibility and morality of purchasing foreign-made products. The measurement of consumer accessories was the set scale. It concludes 10 items. 1994 indicated that consumer accessory tendency include openness to foreign culture and the demographic factors such as age, education, and income. Older age and higher education and higher lower income. Older age, lower education, and lower income always have highly eccentric tendency. 2000 conclude that consumers with relatively high level of ancestrism prefer the imported product from countries with similar culture. 98 that ancestrism consist tend to purchase domestic product due to the belief that the made in their own country were considered superior. The calendar is the best example for this research. 2004 always said the consumer essentially unwillingness to buy purchase domestic were weakened by judgment of inferior product quality. Like the China, their domestic product is not good, so they will choose the importing products. That's why it's the cultural similarity. Cultural similarity defines that the consumer have similar lifestyles, concepts, language, and culture. The cultural similarity is one factor that may influence the effect of consumer-centric tendency on attitude toward a foreign product. So we can know if they have a positive attitude toward the foreign products, they will choose them. Some theorists believe that the cultural values are changing, especially among younger people. I want to introduce the communication effects. Have sales effect and the communication effect. A communication effect include for items, attitude toward advertising, attitude toward brand, attitude toward product, and the purchasing intention. Methodology. I have research structure, questionnaire design, and participants and data analysis. This is my research structure. I have 3 variables: consumer essentialism, cultural similarity, and language attitude. And another one independent variable is advertising communication effects. My question design is have 3 items for purchase intention and the attitude toward product. There are 4 items to measure the attitude toward brand and advertising. Finally, I use the 10 items to measure the consumer eccentric tendency. And I use the 7-point semantic difference. Instrument. Our participants are in Taiwan. Now my data analysis use the MANOVA and post-hard test. MANOVA to examine the relationship between the dependent factor, dependent variable, and the variables. And the post-hard test will examine the relationship that which we can test effectively. Thank you.